What's poppin', y'all? How y'all doing? I'm here, sitting on my comfortable couch with the connection of royalty, protected by civilization and the Constitution that my family put together as the love or more or martyr, as we continue to teach those who didn't really think about it. There's many, many things that I have to say, but my opinion doesn't matter. You're either going to be free or you're going to be a slave. So if you're free, you must actually be involved in the things that make you free, keep you free. So we're reading now different things about freedom. And I'm reading from the N.Y.C tribe, their connection, their establishment, their constitution, and it's very, very, it's a beautiful tool. But there is no monopoly. There is a monopoly, but that monopoly comes to what we call, what I've coined, the royal cipher. This is where everybody can contribute to it. But learning this royal cipher, those who put together this, and it was many. If it's the truth, you ain't gonna go no further than that. So there's things for UNNM to get in, and you can Google that. Basically, what I'm here to do is to any organization that one would want to get into, they would have to study it. So this part is, I'm teaching it. For what I have, we'll add to it. And this is how we grow. To grow, the same word grow is the word creation or creating. When you say creation, I have to go a little slow and say create shown. Create shown to you. Okay. But anyway, this part is part one we must have, and it's the first statute is truth in the Constitution. We're still reading the Constitution of the UNNM, which is for the Holy Tabernacle Ministries, is for the Wyvern Nations of Moor, and the other tribes. It says, we, the people, must know the truth of ourselves, our story, which predates his story, and our own language, our culture, and relationship to the ancient ones. We must become truthful when dealing with each other and must live by and stand for the truth and nothing but the truth. So be it. By language, we mean Nuwabic, the ancient language of our ancestors and the language of our choice, created and recreated by us, by our Maku, Malakshi, Sudu, York El. By history, or our story, we mean that of our ancestors, the Nuban of Uganda, who moved westward to become the N.Y.C, indigenous of this very land, now being called America, both North and South today, as well as the whole land of what is be called Africa today. We have chosen our cultural identity and refer to ourselves as Nuwabian Moors. In our culture, Nuwabu, and our language, Nuwabic. Let it be known to all that this is who we were and are and shall be referred to as henceforth. Okay. So basically, we're reading the Constitution. That was Statute 1. It was under truth. And as we go now to the Constitution, and you can actually get this on the UNNM.net. You can find it. Okay, so it's there. So Statute 2 is justice. And it reads, we the people must learn to assimilate, to distribute, and to pass judgment justly and without impartiality, not as we presently live in an unjust and inhumane government, which is biased to the Euro Americans and foreigners who do not have the better interests or security for a free state, nor the rights of the people to self-determination and fair judicial practices in mind. Under the present self-established penal systems and courts without justice for all, they don't have our people in their hearts and their minds to receive fair treatment, though they claim in God we trust, according to the first paragraph in the preamble of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights that was adopted by the UN General Assembly, Resolution 217A, number 3 of December 1948. Whereas recognition of the inherited dignity and of the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world. We, the people of the Yamasee tribe of indigenous Americans, by way of the Supreme Master Naya Maliki Saduk York L of United Nuwabian Nations of Moor, HTM, hereby declare our rights to self-determination, the right to autonomy of self-government, and matters relating to our internal and local affairs, including culture, religion, information, education, media, health, housing, employment, social welfare, economic activity, land, resources, management, environment, financial security, and welfare. We have to teach our children to deal justice in all facets of their lives when dealing with those in our nation, our tribe, and family at home and abroad. That was the Statute 2, which is justice. Statute 3 is peace. We, the people, must change the condition of the state of mind that we are in order to live in a harmonious, well-balanced, stable, peaceful environment. We have to change the course of our lives for the better, and will change the way of our children where and are being programmed. We must create environments suitable and protective, not as they live presently in a destructive government, without proper representation, without equal media exposure and fair depictions, without equal opportunity in the workforces of the country. There, that is job and position. That is job and position opportunities in the scientific community and the medical field. There is not a fair representation in the penal system. There is not fair representation in the judicial system. There is not fair representation in the political community. There is not a fair representation as well in banking, investments, trade, stock, bonds, and the educational department as far as positions and salary and retirements, health and benefits. We do not receive equal opportunities, nor have we respected, nor are we respected for our historical contributions to these fields, being the first in all of them, without respect historically, nor with appreciation or proper protection and security, which affects our safety, happiness, our wealth, and future for our family. And as far as military, being abducted or drafted in the defense of a government that does not have our best interests in mind, nor do we get equal and fair treatment at home as well as abroad, according to the Charter of United Nations under International Economic and Social Cooperation, Articles 55 and 1 quotes. With a view to the creation of conditions of stability and well-being, which are necessary for peaceful and friendly relationships among nations based on respect for the principles of equal rights and self-determination of people, United Nations shall promote a higher standard of living, full employment, and conditions of economic and social progress and development. Solutions of international economic, social, health related problems, and international culture and educational cooperation. And C, universal respect for and observance of human rights and fundamental freedoms for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. So this we're talking about the Statute 3 in our Constitution was peace. And now we're going to Statute 4, which is freedom. We the people must know that by nature we are free people and are neither slaves nor involuntary servants to any save ourselves, and only in the case of a punishment of a crime whereof the party shall be duly convicted by a court and a jury of his or her peers, that is a member of the N.Y.C tribe of indigenous Americas, the United N.Y Nations of More, all of which are and are the only peers, being of the same genetic, historical, and indigenous origin. The word peer, according to American Heritage Dictionary, means peers, a person who has equal standings with another or others, as in rank, class, or age. Middle English from Old French, equal or peer, from Latin pottery. The American Heritage Dictionary and its meaning is not as important as their meaning. The meaning of the word is found in the root of the word, and it means equal. We are not all equal in the United States of America. So my peers would have to be equal to me, of my own race, a tribal status. As free minds, we must begin to think as free people, and our minds will ensure us or our body freedom. We must reinforce in the minds of our children that they were never in servitude or slavery, but rather a victim of an heinous crimes of murder, kidnap, massacre, rape, brainwashing, Holocaust, mass genocide, and illegal experimentation by those who claim to have our best interests in mind. However, we are persons born or naturalized in the United States and have become subject to the jurisdiction thereof as citizens and of the state where we reside. And no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunity of the N.Y.C. more citizens of this United States, nor shall any state deprive these persons of life, liberty, or property that is theirs by right, not to deny any of these persons or person within its jurisdiction the equal rights and protection of the law of the United States, which up to date in our case has been acted upon fairly according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights adopted by the UN General Assembly, Resolution 217A 3 of 10 December 1948 AD. The Article 2 states, everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political, or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. These United States must know and realize that we, the Yamasee tribe of indigenous Americas, United Nation of Moors, are not slaves seeking fundamental freedoms that are naturally born in us by nature, nor do we seek retribution for the crimes perpetrated against us, but simply that the constitutional laws of the U.S., United States, and its amendments be respected, as well as the treaties and the declaration that entitles us to our freedom from oppression of a government that we feel does not have our best health, safety, and interest in mind. A prisoner is only imprisoned as far as he or she accepts his or her imprisonment. You do not seek rights that are already yours. We are free and sovereign people. These facts is backed up by the second paragraph of the preamble of the International Convention on the Elimination of all forms of racial discrimination, where it states, considering that the Universal Declaration of Human Rights proclaim that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, and that everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set out therein without distinction of any kind in any particular as to race, color, or national origin. So we are definitely reading the Constitution, our Constitution, and we read part 1 up to statute 4, which was 1 truth, 2 justice, 3 peace, 4 freedom, and the next comes love, joy, unity, success, and law, which I will not read that right now. So I just want to go through this again while I'm with you. It has the seal, has everything that's needed, and is the key. That's the best thing I can say to you. You need to go ahead and get on and get with it. So let me go ahead. I'm live streaming right now with you. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, what's up? So we just read that, and I know that a lot of people, how you put it, don't feel that it's important. It's okay though. It's all right. A lot of people don't feel that it's important, because basically certain people won't be slaves. And I was trying to tell that for a long time. That's the way some people won't be. Some people won't be slaves to the system because they like it. They like the danger. They like the mystery. They like it. That's not for us. So I'm gonna get back with this. I got some other things I want to do too. So we gotta feed you a little bit at a time. Listen to it very carefully. Pick and choose how you're gonna live your life. Because I'm not begging for this. I'm just putting it out there.